how have you changed your relationship with suffering? Because I think everything's a relationship, and your relationship with suffering fascinates me.
Right.
So I want to know, how have you evolved in your relationship with suffering and discomfort?
So think about it, when I say suffering, people cringe. People, that's the one word, whenever I post about it, people cringe. It's not about suffering and how people may look at suffering. Like you have to just go to a place that just every day of your life is suffering. You have to tap into suffering every day of your life because we have so much scarring that we have to clean up. You have to look at suffering as almost like I look at failure. To succeed, you must fail. In failure and in suffering, all the answers are in there. All the answers to all the test questions. The test is your life. All the answers are in there. You don't have to live in suffering and pain and failure all the time. You have to learn, I need to visit it. Like people hate working out. You're only going to visit working out maybe an hour a day. 23 other hours of the day, you're not in it. But how you become in shape is you must visit suffering, visit working out 1 hour a day. Visit suffering 1 hour a day. Visit your past failures 1 hour a day. The relationship with it is the answers are in there. They are in there. Within the suffering, go in there, and I call it the live autopsy. The live autopsy. How you find out someone died? They crack you open after you're dead. How you can live is do it while you're alive. Go back in your brain, crack it open while you're alive. Don't wait until you're fucking dead to figure out why you died. Do it while you are living. Go in there, go into the suffering, go into the pain of your life and say, why did this suck for me so bad? Why am I afraid of all this stuff? Why have I shut down the whole world? I guarantee I'll tell you why you shut down the whole world. It's in these nooks of the suffering within your brain, in the scarring, are all the answers to why you are on the couch feeling sorry for yourself. They lie within the scars. Visit them for at least an hour a day. Study them. And then you'll find out more about yourself. You will then grow. So don't look at it as every day I suffer. Go into it an hour a day. Learn from yourself. Learn from life. Learn from your failures. Learn from your insecurities. Learn from your self-doubt. Don't just say, I'm afraid to jump off an airplane. What makes you afraid of it? Study it. That's why I studied my mind. Why I became so powerful in the mind is because I realized I was weak. So instead of running away from the mind, I dove into it and said, what is making me weak? Oh, this makes sense. I came from hell. I came from a place that beat me down to nothing, which is why I'm afraid. All this makes sense. So systematically, one by one, I went back and met every single person in my mind, every situation. I went one-on-one with them again in my mind and said, okay, let's now revisit this. And that's how you do it. That's how it works.
Absolutely, man. I love that. That is brilliant advice. Brilliant advice, because ultimately it's observing and self-study.
That's it.
Like observing and self-study, becoming an expert in observation.
That's right.
Of oneself. And the reason why that process can be so challenging, or that process, is because, like you said, and I love that, you literally went through and re-met every person that caused you pain. I love that.
And guess what? People say, how'd you do that? You know every painful moment.
Yeah, you remember it.
You remember it. We try to put it under a rug, lift the rug up, you'll find them.
Yeah, the dust will come up in your face.
It'll come up quick.
Yeah.
So that's how I was able to write that book.
Yeah.
You don't forget that shit.
No.
You want to.
Yeah.
And that's where you fail. By trying to forget it. That's where you fail. That's where there's no growth. Let's just move forward from all this.
Yeah.
There's no growth there.
There's no growth there.
No. You just want to forget about it.
Yeah.
You will continue making the same fucked up mistake.
Yeah.
You will continue doing the same things wrong if you don't go back.
Yeah. And the challenge we have is when we do revisit it, when someone tries or starts, they end up revisiting it, but then we end up, and me too, all of us, like I'm not saying whenever I'm referring, it's me too. It's also, we become complaining or criticizing or comparing. So we do start, like I know a lot of people, and myself too, I sometimes start revisiting something.
Right.
But then I just use it as a crutch or an excuse. Then I'm still not getting there.
That's right. I do the same thing.
Yeah. right?
I do the same thing.
How have you broke through that times when that's happened sometimes? When
So as I'm talking and as I'm going back, I'm very aware that I'm going to do that.
yes,
And I may do it for 45 minutes. And then I'm like, you knew you were going to do this. You have to be very aware of the conversation you're having while you're doing it, because your mind chooses the path of least resistance. Your mind has the ultimate tactical advantage over you. It knows what scars you. It knows your fears. It knows your insecurities, and it protects you. Which is why I talked about the 40% rule in my book. The 40% rule is all about the brain has the tactical advantage over you. It knows, and it keeps you away from all that. That's why it says don't jump out of an airplane. Don't go in the ocean where there's sharks. It's a protective mechanism. Don't go back to the place where your dad beat the shit out of you in your mind. Don't go back. The brain protects you, but protects you so much, it doesn't allow growth. So the brain is an amazing thing, but the brain controls you. You must control it. You must take power over your own mind, or your mind will guide you into all the soft places that your brain wants to live in. Your brain has enough information. It doesn't want to go through that process of mind hardening. It doesn't want to do that. I got to remember what time I got to be here, what time I got to be there. This is where I want to stay. I'm peaceful. It wants to stay very peaceful and away from scarring. So that's what it is, man.
yeah, that's what it is. It's as simple as that, and we just never touch it like a box that you
That's
never
it.
look inside. You just leave it there.
You just mark it, scar.
Yeah.
Put it up in the attic.
Yeah.
Never touch again. Let it get dusty.
Yeah.